What? This is your doing. And you're growing to pudding.
You tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Assemble.
The ball is tipped.
You're underway, Perron.
There you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time.
That's a PB.
But time is short and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always
New tournament record!
'Cause inside you knew, in one shining moment, you reached for the sky. In one shining moment, you knew, yeah. In one shining moment,
What's going on?
Detroit.
to try. In one shining moment, you knew.
Welcome back. And then there were two. Honest
oh my
Runner!
God.
You've got to
Wow.
be kidding here. RNG favoring the favorites. He could break the tournament record right here. Final form. If he got enough transfer damage, this is going to shatter the record. Why he got it?
Oh my
I
God.
don't believe this. I don't believe this. Brysolf with a 5-1X. Unbelievable.
Wrong one. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Where am I going? Where am I going? What's the one I wanted? That's what I want, actually. Little spoiler for you guys. Hey! Officially tournament season, boys and girls. We've arrived. It's going to be amazing. The 6th annual is upon us. Keep in mind, well, first of all, let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Space Colonizer, is it happening already? Thank you for the raid. We're just opening signups today. We're not starting till late March or early April. Lots of time and fun ahead. Taps, thanks for the 777s. Big money, big prizes indeed. Who else we got here? Phi, Tetsuo, oh yeah, Lear's in the house. Mulderman doing a little cat jamming. All I know is, it's tournament season. We have arrived at the beginning of a long ascent to the mountaintop to see who can take down the champion. Goddamn right, Mulder there, doing your cat jamming. It's not on this one, unfortunately. I don't have it set on this one. So, you know, maybe I should do that after, but not right now. So save your channel points. We're here to give the official kickoff teaser for the tournament. However, yes, thank you, Mulderman. Thank you. We're here to do that thing. And first of all, you know, clinky, boys. Have yourself a drinky. We are going to do a little bit of a look back at the first 5 tournaments. Very high, you know, look down on things. How we've grown as a speed game from the early days to where we are now. And who knows where we're going next. So we're going to be taking a look and talking about things before we get to the official, super official signups are open announcement, all right? Time for some product placement. Oh yeah, cheers indeed, boys. So this tournament was literally a brainchild of, I can't even remember who came up with it now. There was at least a few people kicking ideas around about how to increase the amount of players on the game. You know, try to get a pool of players for the goal of getting this into a games done quick. You know, we had an original tournament with 8 competitors. Unfortunately, the bracket for that is gone. I don't know why Challenge didn't save it, but they didn't. It's now been taken over by Super Smash Brothers players. They have a tournament that just isn't finishing ever, so I can't even reclaim it and try to, you know, fudge up some brackets and just have it there available. So, you know, good. And even worse, the very finals match of that tournament was incorrectly saved, so we don't even have any footage of that finals outside of the highlight from the champion of the opening tournament, Turbulent Eddie. However, we're going to start off with a look at a matchup from the first tournament. We're going to do one race from each tournament, not a whole race, not the whole thing, not the match, just one race I picked out for each one that I feel is kind of a signatory look at what they had going in each one. So we'll be opening up with the RPG LPer versus Jackimus Wedge from the opening tournament. Jack finishing second, RPG getting third in that tournament. I feel is a pretty good takedown on that. Turbulent Eddie was your champion. Let's check it out and see what we get.
Looks like they're all right. They're on their way and they seem about even, so I think we're good.
I'm having a little bit of...
Uh-oh.
I was just about to say I have a little bit of struggle here on RPG side, but that should fix itself shortly. Here we go.
We'll see. I'm at 15 seconds now on both, more or less. Man, RPGs is really stop motion now. So
Yeah. This is very much a side of
There's more
tournaments.
frames dropping here than an art museum that has an earthquake going on. Like, oh my god.
I think I'm probably gonna have to just restart his and see if any improvement comes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pause it and see. Nah. Well, anyway, Jack got a Razor Shield early. He gets a second one, and there's RPG getting a Razor Shield, and it's gonna be pretty even leaving the first room.
I love this slideshow.
Boy, there's, you know, I expect nothing less. I think this is gonna be really close.
So far, so close. It indeed looks like it's going to be a PowerPoint presentation of Smash TV. All right, first drops could be very telling for an early lead. We got a Smart Bomb and grenades. Neither one a huge advantage. Jack is choosing to ignore the grenades, and there is an orb for the Smart Bomb picker-upper. That's a real thing. Shut up. Jack gets a foot. Not a bad pickup, but he needs that orb now because the longer he goes without it, the more RPG is going to build that lead just due to extra firing potential. There's a foot available for RPG. Well, Jack, now we're having some trouble on Jack's side, but it's back again, and he gets the invulnerability, and he's using it to
I
take
can't
out
believe this
shrapnel,
was a deciding
take out the
race,
troops.
by the way,
He gets rockets,
in a
not
matchup.
bad pickup, but he needs that orb. That is a reasonably good first room, I should say, for RPG. A slight lead for RPG, about 7 seconds leaving collect power up.
Want to point out too, Jack has the better internet. Go figure.
Oh my God, Eddie.
In a
If you were in
matchup.
the semifinals, I might advance you based on that alone. Jack, RPG has lost his orb, but gets a replacement. I've never seen anyone get this many orbs. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's Quilton, sorry. I thought you said the quicker. Whatever. It's all good. Meanwhile, Jack has got to get these shrapnels under control, and he needs the drops to start cooperating. He needs to grab those grenades and just try to force an orb anyway. RPG must have died. I missed it, but he's got 4 shrapnels on the screen, and he takes... This is going to end up pretty even, considering. Neither one's going to have an orb entering total carnage. It's a 2.
Look at this disaster that's unfolding
Jack's
here.
About a 237, 236, a 9-second lead, but neither has an orb. Let's see what happens here. Total carnage could be a huge separator. RPG goes down, but an orb drops for him right away. That's his 4th orb of the race. 4. This is bananas. And he gets a razor shield. Jack's got a razor shield, but he has no orb. And there's an orb for Jack.
Sorry to interrupt, but my RPGs is not going for me. It just keeps freezing.
He's still moving a mine, but barely, so I guess
All right.
I'm going to go solo
Keep it
on
up.
RPG. Jack is almost out of a razor shield now, and RPG has half of his left. Both of them with an orb, both of them dancing, control in the middle. Jack is starting to lose containment here, but he has not lost the orb yet. This is important. That smart bomb could get him back into the middle if he can get to it. Unfortunately for him, he does not. RPG is now no shield, still has his orb, still controlling the middle, doing the best he can. This race is... Oh, Jack loses his orb, and RPG is out the door at 337. And let's see if Jack can use the smart bomb. He's going to ignore it.
I would have used it there.
I definitely would have, because I knew the room was almost over. I would have taken the risk myself. Jack almost walks into a mine, but he
Can you imagine walking into that mine?
Now, 14-second advantage as we head into the secret room. Once again, a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, he has been pretty much dealing with this the last couple of races. He has fallen so far behind going into these early rooms, and he's going to have to hope for another miracle mutoid, man. It could happen. We'll see.
RPG gets a razor shield, but he's not able to avoid the shrapnel, and it takes it all out, but his orb is still intact. Jack needs rockets probably to help make this room a little better. He's doing the right thing and trying to take out one of the gunners. Avoids the shrapnel shots. Excellently done. A spreader for RPG. Still holding down the middle. Still holding that orb. Avoiding tank shots. Avoiding the swarmers. There's a smart bomb available, but he loses the orb. Meanwhile, we have a razor shield for Jack with rockets. He's still holding that middle, but he needs something to show up. There's rockets for RPG. Things are looking good for RPG, and that was well run by Jack there. He did the right thing. He sacrificed the shield to keep himself healthy, wealthy, and potentially wise. But
No, definitely not.
True.
Definitely
and
not.
another
Yeah.
orb for RPG as the room finishes.
How many orbs is that for RPG in this game?
5 at least, because he held on to the 4th one for a while. And he is into Mutoid Man at 5:05 as Jack is trying to get to those rockets.
God, early tournament's scary, guys. 505.
It is a sizable lead again, though, for RPG, who has died, but gets a lobber. Both turrets still intact. The lead...
17 seconds is very manageable.
Indeed.
See that spreader
and
by the door?
RPG dies again! Oh, the poor guy is just seeing his lead evaporate again. Jack just avoids getting picked off by the swirl death. And he needs that weapon. He presses into Mutoid Man and gets it.
Another spreader.
Right now, it's a slight lead for RPG, but it was a massive lead
Spreader
just 20
drops.
seconds ago. It has really changed around here.
This is nothing new. We saw this happen in the last race. He had a big lead, and that evaporated quickly, and it's deja vu all over again.
But he's still holding down about, I'd say, a third of a form lead right now. RPG still in the lead in this 5th and final decider, even if it's only the 4th race, due to a tie earlier. And on-the-fly booking by the man running this. It's going to be close so far. Jack gets a lobber. RPG's got a lobber. They both are working, and the arms are popping and locking at the same time. It's a slight lead. Slight lead for RPG.
Another spreader.
He gets that spreader on the last flash there. And there's
No
a lobber for
spreader!
Jack. But look at this. This is bananas. This is bananas right now.
And another
Bananas,
lobber
man.
for Jack.
Can he get to it?
Again.
He does. He does. And there's a lobber for RPG. Right now, the lead is... Oh, Doctor, it is still an RPG lead by like half a second as they enter the second last form. Grenades right now for Jack. Not a bad pickup, honestly. And he has got the lead. Jack has claimed the lead. There's an empty drop for him, though. He's got to get it. He expertly grabs it. RPG gets blocked from the spreader. And then he's...
Another empty drop.
Oh,
There might have been some
my
accidental
goodness.
spreader
What's it
damage
gonna
there.
be? A key for RPG.
This happened in the first race to Jack.
Oh my goodness, and now RPG is dancing, waiting for a weapon. Mutoid Manta, it's a foot! It's a foot! He gets double empty dropped. They both are getting final form empty fucked. This game can go suck a duck. Jack's gotta get to that.
And he's on top of the lobber.
Oh! And RPG now, pouring the lobber shots home.
So close.
Jack needs to get it. Jack gets it. Here come the rockets. It's gonna be close. I think RPG's got it. And RPG stream just died. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Oh, can you believe
I
this
believe
mess?
RPG's gonna win on SRL, but his stream died.
Oh, what a terrible place for the stream to die right there. That is sick.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, first tournament play was wildly rough. Of course, we did not know about the spreaders, as you can tell, because they were getting gifted spreaders left, right, and center, and there was no going for that. Was that not one of the most glorious shit shows you've ever seen? So Jack does indeed lose. RPG LPR stream stayed up just long enough that we could determine that Mutoid started blowing up. The decision was made to advance the RPG LPR, but Jack got him around on the second trip through and made the finals before going down to Turbulent Eddie, who won the tournament. So just a funny opening little look at our small little tournament of 8 players for the original side. I don't even have a list of all who was in here, but I know Drummy was in there, Tapatio, Starwind was in there, RPG, Jack, Turbulent Eddie. Maybe Taps was in there too, even for the first one. I don't even recall. Taps, were you the first one or was it the second one you showed up? I'm trying to remember. But either way, that's your opening little opening tournament look. Man, quite the interesting ride that was. So hopefully the second one will be a little more interesting for you. Yeah, it's a last minute sub. That's correct. Well, speaking of the second tournament, we're going right to the finals. The opening race of Deller, undefeated, had not lost a single race the whole tournament. And this tournament was a Swiss rounds at the start, I believe, to get to this point. So
That's the Rockets.
let's let her ride here and see what we get.
Little combo, little play on words. That's what we do here. That's what we do.
Deller trying to cap off a perfect tournament while Prince Leaf is trying to play spoiler right here and try to not only end his streak, but take the championship belt home himself.
And I've given them the go-ahead, so they should be underway momentarily. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one.
This was also the
Looks like I've
tournament.
got them pretty well lined up. Just going to quickly do a little stutter there just to get Deller lined up. And we are underway, guys, of the finals of the Super Smash TV Easy Percent Tournament. Both getting their Razor Shield to start. And you can see the difference in style. Leaf
Could you just tell me what the count is?
at 23,
Timer.
24, 25.
Perfect. We're there. We're there.
You can see the difference in styles. Leaf uses the Brysolf approach of really going for it. Trying to get that, get the big groups. And he is going to have a redonkulous starting room. That's a sub 38. Woo!
That is
Damn.
amazing. that is world class there that Prince Leaf just pulled off.
Anything under 40 is
Leaf's
world
always had a
class.
good first
That's
room,
top
apparently,
1%
boys.
of the 1%. Holy shit.
Placement with Taco Bell.
What kind of drops is he going to get? An invulnerability versus a
Grenade.
grenade for Deller.
Deller sometimes will not pick those up. I like the move here because there was a big group to go after, and he gets an orb, not a orb, an orb.
An orb.
Wow. Gets rewarded for his Moxie picking up that grenade. Nicely done there by Deller. It's a spreader and followed by a foot for...
Oh, good Razor Shield pickup here. Great item to get at this point. And a Smart Bomb to finish will definitely be to his advantage. Great first room for both of them. Fantastic.
Wow, it's neck and neck.
You can see
That
how
was
smooth Deller
well
was
done
compared to
by
everybody
both of
else
them.
at this
Great
point.
Smart Bomb by Deller. Just efficient use of what he had for Leaf. And now Leaf's just got to be thinking, where's my orb, game? Where's my orb? He's got a Smart Bomb here. I wonder if he's going to use it. He's choosing to go without. He can get away with that.
A little frenetic here,
Deller, meanwhile, is
but...
efficiently cutting everything down, doing what you want to do. This room's just about protecting your orb and keeping those shrapnel numbers down. And it's building up on Leaf. Leaf is not doing enough on the shrapnels, unfortunately. It's really tough, though, when you're not getting any sort of help.
He's not. There is.
Oh
a
my
Razor
God, he almost
Shield
got shrapnel.
for Prince Leaf, which will help take down some of the shrapnels.
It's going to cost Leaf probably about 5 seconds. That was the big difference. Now, this is where you'll really see the gap widen if Leaf does not start getting some drops here to help him.
He needs drops.
He gets an orb. Oh, that's huge.
He needed that.
He's got, and he gets grenades on the feet. He's got to keep the orb safe until it's wasted. And on easy, those grenades last forever. A Razor Shield now for Deller. Fantastic. Wow. You're going to see...
For Leaf.
He does. You're going to... And now, nor Vitamin R. You're going to see Deller go sub 3 here. I'm calling it right now. He is just locked in, getting the items, playing it well. A Smart Bomb here, he'll probably wait and try to... Well, he might not use it now. Well, 2 shrapnels. He uses it. Well done. Meanwhile, Leaf gets rockets. A huge pickup there for Leaf, and he is doing a great job. These two are throwing down. They are just going after it. And it's not quite a sub 3 for Deller, but close. It was a 301. I guess the drops just didn't last long enough, and it's going to be a slight, about the same gap, about a 10-second gapper.
Yeah, I'd say about 9.5 second lead right now.
Thanks, Cards. Getting really precise.
Still within the realm of possibility, though. Both players have the orb. This first drop coming up here at Tank Trouble is going to be critical for both of these runners.
Indeed. It's going to be big, but here's the thing. Deller plays this room very well.
Taco Bell.
Great ignoring of an item.
With Taco Bell.
And he gets rid of 1 turret. That's all you really want to do. Now he's just going to try to hold the fort and wait for a drop and try to land a few pot shots where he can. See that? Great pot shot. Just land a few. That's all you got to do. And he's waiting for rockets or spreaders to help him clean it, or maybe a Smart Bomb. Invulnerability.
Ooh, lucky invulnerability.
By Leaf, using his invulnerability to the advantage to deflect the shot. Man, he did a good job, and he still has his orb with no weapon.
That's all you can do. I mean, Deller's been getting no weapons too, and he actually danced around with the turret alive for a long time, but that strategy does pay dividends if you can keep that orb alive. Rockets now for Leaf.
Getting the Vitamin R there for...
Ooh, an early shooty tank, but it shot wide. Deller got away with that. Oh, Leaf loses his orb.
A much better entry time here.
422 entry for Deller. That's all you can really do with the drops he got. He got nothing of any real value. It was pretty gross. It was pretty gross.
Leaf does lose the orb here. Let's see what kind of lead. It is...
Leaf almost died again.
What did you say? 424, was it?
Yeah, something like that. And here's a great... Oh, will he get to it? It's going to be... Oh, it's too late!
No, he's too late!
Oh, and Mutoid Man moved to the perfect position for Deller. That's unfortunate.
Man.
And now Deller's stuck. There's grenades. He gets the weapon at least. At least he got the weapon.
Rockets early for Prince Leaf to take down both of the gunners, but he gets an empty drop.
And he vulnerability and a key.
This is the championship. Cut it out with the Pleasure Dome crap.
Exactly. Grenades now for Leaf, and the lead is still belonging to Deller. Leaf gets a spreader. Can he use it without dying? He gets the first form
Nice
change.
manual
He's landing a
for a
few,
second
but not
annual.
A lot. There's the second. They're tied up now. It's all
Nice.
tied up.
Wow, amazing stuff here. And now a lobber drop
For
Prince Leaf.
both.
This is neck and neck.
Both get a lobber replacement, but Leaf's not landing any shots right now. He's missing a lot of shots. Another lobber here. And they're changing forms at the same time.
We're still side by side here on Mutoid Man. It's rockets versus grenades here. Still some of that lobber clip left.
Now a
for
spreader
Delaware.
for Leaf. He takes the lead. And another a spreader.
Wow,
He's
the
probably...
spreaders!
Oh, but he gets shrapnel. He gets shrapnel.
Classic Leaf.
No!
Classic Leaf.
What a terrible time for that. He's able to pick up the lobbers, though, so he's
He's
gonna
still
have
in the
to
lead,
on the
but his final form. I expect Deller's going to get the form change any moment here, but he is behind. Leaf may be taking game number 1 of the finals. He gets a key, though, but he has rockets to
Whoa.
maintain. Now a grenade, and there it is!
That's it!
There it is!
He's got it!
There
The first-
it is!
The first victory against Deller in the entire tournament. Prince Leaf pulls it off, and he's going to take the lead in the championship 1-0.
Dagger.
Well, if we're gonna look at that, we should
It's a
probably
6-28 for Prince Leaf. A very
probably go to about here, I guess.
And I'm getting mad at the game right now.
wow! How did Leaf able to
The
manage
one?
to get that razor shield? He will be the first to mute Toy Man at 424.
This is Smash TV at its best slash
Or was
worst
it the one
right now
before
on
this? Did
Deller's
he
side,
not get it in the clincher?
depending on your viewpoint. He does get a
This one? I gotta find it now.
straight up shrapnel.
433. Another set of rockets for Leaf, and he's made up some time.
Yeah.
433 versus a 440.
I thought it was in the clincher he got it.
10.5-second
Let's-
lead now.
Oh, great,
He's cut into that lead.
great spreader grab from Deller. He dies there, but he dealt a fair amount of damage. Now, is he going to get off that lobber? He does.
Very good. Rockets for Leaf. That'll take down the Gunners.
Trying to
He's gonna
find it,
get
sorry,
that
I-
lobber here.
You know
I
what?
just-
He was
Wasn't this one? Was it this one then? Let's see. I gotta find the spot here,
We
boys.
still got
But
a lot of this tank trouble room left to go. Let's see if it's a key. Come
Oh,
on.
game! What are you doing?
Stop with the Pleasure Dome madness. We're not going to the Pleasure Dome. It's a 430.
Man, old cart. My God, this can't be it either.
Right now,
This is
for
ridiculous.
That lead is dwindling fast.
It is a problem when the game is mean. Come on, game. There we go. Mutoid Man tried to vibrate sideways. Great. I don't even know if he saw it happening, but he got away from it. For those saying that dodge on emulator isn't easy, thing to keep in mind is he's playing in Heigen, which has as accurate as you're going to get to console. The reaction time's much better on it. Here comes the spreader chance for Leaf. Can he get it? Yes. Mutoid Man even lines up.
Yes, it
for
wasn't
him.
in this match.
So,
I
they
thought he
both
could have
it's tied
sworn it
up
was for the
because of
finals.
this ridiculous, terrible
Again,
drops.
Catching up.
Is it really not this particular matchup?
He's got it. I think he's got it.
Or was it this one? I'm sorry.
He's-
Bear with me.
Mutoid.
Both of these runners. So
No,
right now,
okay, I guess he didn't do it this one.
Half a four
'Cause
lead,
I thought Deller set his tournament record in this matchup. So, yeah, during this tournament, Deller gets a 541. Sets the tournament record that stood all the way to last year. Pretty impressive for the almost prehistoric times. Freder strats are new. We're still kind of learning what is the best way to play rooms, what's the best approach in certain situations. We were starting to come round into form, if you will. We were getting the discussion, the discoveries going on, but we hadn't really reached that point, in the game's development where we were going to be getting consistently good times. So with that, I guess we'll just move on to the third one here, and we will go to the finals of this particular one. We have 40 Watt taking on Jackamus Wedge. Jack's second crack at trying to take that title. 40 Watt, a new runner who was, ranked pretty dang highly. No Deller this tournament, no Turbulent Eddie. So there was no chance of a repeat champion this year. Eddie took part in the second tournament, couldn't defend his crown. Deller wasn't interested in coming back, so we were going to crown a new champion in the third tournament. And this is the opening race for this particular one that I chose to go with.
And we will see who is going to take game number 5. I think Jack's going to force a game 6. I know he's not happy with how it's gone for him so far.
I will say this much. If he goes on tilt, and I don't think he went on tilt in game number 4. He just got severely unlucky on Mutoid Man yet again. But if he starts playing on tilt and deviates from what's given him success throughout this tournament, he's done. And 40 Watt will win it.
I'll tell you this, Jack doesn't go on tilt. He's one of the more calm people you'll find. And he's able to wipe a bad display like that out of his mind, and he will be ready to go here for game number 5. We are underway. It is going to be a hell of a match here. It's going to be close. We'll see what comes of it.
Here we go. Let's see if they can both get the correct. Yes.
So in
Razor
case you
Shield
didn't
for
pick up,
both.
it's 3-1 for 40 right now.
Jesus, Burgundy savaging poor Jack. He worked today. He might have had a few brews. I doubt he's drunk. Come on now. And both of them making good use of what's being given. Just hold in the middle, doing the job. You know, Jack has a smart bomb. If he hit that, he is in the lead, and he is indeed going to take a lead here.
Indeed, about a second or so going into collect power-ups, and no sub 40 this time, but a very respectable 41 for each runner. Let's see what the first strap is going to be for both contestants here.
How's it going, Scoundrel and
It is
Ladog?
going to
We're just
be.
looking
We
at
haven't had
tournament
much in the way of
matchups
good
from the
drops.
past.
Rockets and Razor, good stuff. Jack again getting rockets. He's been fortunate on that front, but only one orb, I believe, in this room the whole time.
That is unusual.
We're
Usually
back
you
on
see at
good
least
Jack internet here,
one
by the way.
orb, you know, every match, but we've seen no orbs. We've seen the one in so
One.
far 8 tries.
Yeah, so far that's where we're at. Let's see what this room brings. Spreaders now, and then an orb for 40 watt.
Wow, 40
razor
watt getting
shield for
richer
Jack.
already.
But Jack did make good use of that rocket. But yeah, no, he's going to be trailing, entering Eat My Shrapnel. He's still not in any serious danger, but
No.
this right here, he'll need that orb leaving this room.
Yeah, absolutely. Or he needs a mistake from 40 watt.
And there's a rocket here for Jack. That'll help clean a lot of mess up. Great firing into the swirls there.
You can see how much better
Good
Jack
job
is here than the
getting
first
it done,
tournament.
Getting some room.
His movement,
and
his
more
lanes.
rockets for Jack. Is he going to even go for them? He does go for them. He's going to have to hope that orb shows up. And as I'm saying
Yes,
it,
he's
there
got
it is.
Hey, all you got to do is talk about something, Bryce Solf, and the situation will present itself. And boy, did Jackamus need that.
40 watt just finishing off the shrapnels here as Jack is doing the same. It's a 208 into Total Carnage versus a 211. I think he might have made up a bit of room there. Interesting. I wonder if Emulator has an advantage in that room.
Even. It's even.
It's
They
even.
were. It was 3 seconds going in the room. It's still 3 seconds.
Okay. I was wondering if there was an advantage. Well.
Right,
Spreader here.
that's right.
And then a Razor Shield for 40 watt. Early drop favoring him.
Uh-oh.
Jack,
Uh-oh.
though.
My net took a shit. But regardless of that, that reminds me, Jack had been playing on
Obviously
console.
does not. Neither.
Stop that. Jack had been playing on console in this tournament, and then he had to switch to emulator because his capture device took a crap. For the finals, he had to go from that. He had to go back to massive shit. Well, thank you very much, Zedler. Thank you, Malpermad. But yeah, Jack had been playing on console for the tournament. I forgot about this till just now. He had to go to emulator, and he was playing on SNES 9X with that several frame input delay. And it was definitely affecting him that day. So if you want, you can throw an asterisk on this one. But 40 played really well this whole tournament and deserved the W. Let's see where we go from here.
Needs a Razor Shield to hold that middle, but it is helpful, and you can use it as a weapon on that lower door. It can actually help you smash this room to pieces. If you get in a good pattern, they will just keep spawning that door.
There's a
Rocket
Razor
grab.
Shield for Jack. Rockets though for 40 watt.
Doing their
Grenades
job
on the
here.
Feed for Jack because he didn't want to see that.
But he had a full Razor Shield, so he started aggressively charging to try to make the grenades hit a little bit and use the shield as the weapon in the meantime. Well played.
Absolutely here, but more vitamin
Ooh,
R, and it is going to
great.
be 40 watt out first with a 306, but not too far behind
Nope,
is
Jack.
Jackamus.
Jack did a good job of maintaining, and he is still in this. Cards fan.
I had to do it once.
Fair deal.
Oh,
So,
the old
we will see
Taco
what Tank
Bell.
Trouble brings. As we know, that first drop, Razor Shield or Rockets, a nuke, all excellent options.
Oh man, so looking at these times here, about a 6-second lead for 40 watt going into Tank Trouble.
Oh, no! Jack doesn't get a good one either,
We'll
but,
get a spreader though.
and he is going to finish off that gunner. So we'll see if Jack's strategy being aggressive and letting the turrets live until he gets a good weapon. Like he
There's a
gets
good
just
weapon.
now. Yeah, that's what he was waiting for. But he loses the
Oh,
orb
but he loses his orb.
because he couldn't get control of the middle and avoid the bullets, unfortunately.
Very disappointing there. But
Rockets
no
now.
matter.
Oh, wow, he wasn't swinging that direction. Why,
Wow.
game?
How did
Why?
he get Nancy Kerrigan there? How?
Game knows. Game has terrible hit detection. Take your pick.
Right. I'll take the former, please. And got the orb, but losing it immediately is Jackamus here. It's going to be close coming out of this room. Another orb. for
Nancy
Jackamus. This time
Kerrigan,
he'll
I
have a better
forgot
shot at it.
For sure. And a death there for 40 Watt. Invulnerability.
It's been a rough tank
drops
trouble,
for him,
boys.
Which isn't a bad thing, but he is going to be leaving this room trailing.
And
Jack
he needs
Jack
this,
needed
Jackamus.
this. Jack needed this lead because as we know, Mutoid has not been particularly kind to Jack,
No.
except for game number
One.
Yeah, we're on
10-second lead.
we're on a 3-game winning streak for 40 Watt. Now Jack wants to do the same. He gets a spreader drop. Is he going to take the death? He does
He's
get
gotta
shot,
go for it.
but
He's
can he get
gotta
it?
go for it.
Can he get
He
it? No,
waited
he
too
waited too long.
Oh, big
Yeah,
mistake.
that's the second time he's done that, Brysolf, and it really cost
Oh,
him.
that, oh, that's
And
really
now it's
bad.
Spreader. Oh, no.
It's still early
Bad
in the
news
room.
for Jackamus.
Oh, but grenades on the feet, so that
Great
that that
job.
that
Oh,
really neutered
that
it
helped.
for him. That neutered
That
40
helps
Watt.
Jackamus.
Yeah, 40
Yeah,
Watt got
but
neutered. He lost half a spreader.
Empty drops for Jackamus. There's a lobber. That he needed that. Bad.
He did. He certainly did. Rocket now for 40 Watt. Not the drop he wants to see. We have a lobber here for Jack. Still has a turret on the go, making this room a little more dangerous than it needs to be. Manual spreader attempt from 40 Watt gets killed with just a few shots landing.
He landed
No
like
real
one.
gain there.
Ooh, does not get the rockets and is going to be without a weapon. And no, he gets invulnerability and a rocket that he's going to wisely ignore 40 Watt. Going to build on that lead here.
Here's
Out
a
of
lobber for Jack, though. This should be
Needed
getting
that.
him into the next form.
It's going to be
Grenade
close.
for 40 Watt. It is going to be close. It's really going to depend on that next well-played spreader, whether it's with an invulnerability or not.
Spreader.
Oh, 40 Watt gets
No.
trolled. And then Jack
Wow.
gets electrocuted.
Yikes.
40 Watt
Mutoid Man
delayed drop. Oh, boy.
earning his thing and an invulnerability. Jackamus can't be thrilled about that. Head off on 40 Watt side. Here comes a lobber. Needs a spreader. And it's
Oh,
a key.
Jack is
Damn,
in
what are
real
you
trouble
doing?
right now. And an invulnerability.
This is crazy.
But invulnerability for
Look at
40
these
Watt.
drops. They're so
Still has a
good.
shot at a
Still
spreader
anybody's
damage.
game,
Yeah.
but time running out for Jack here.
Another lobber for Jack. There's Rockets changing it for 40 Watt.
Final form now.
And now a
for
key.
40
Not a
Watt.
penalty. Not a penalty because he had enough Rockets. There's a spreader. Final form Jack. Jack has another lobber, but he gets killed. He gets
No,
killed.
and that-
This
that
might
is
do
gonna
it.
be the nail
Oh,
open.
this might
But
do
wait.
it. Still not
Another
done.
empty drop.
And a lobber for Jack. Oh my
The
goodness.
lobber for
Electrocution for 40
Can
Watt.
he get to it? Can he get to it?
Is
Yes.
Jack going to escape? Is Jack going to force a game 6? Is 40 Watt? 40 Watt's got it. 40 Watt's got it. It's all over in 5. Oh my goodness. A ridiculous turn of events. 40 Watt is your Super Smash TV Easy Percent champion. Jackamus Wedge is the bridesmaid again.
Are you kidding
Unreal.
me? 4 times that Jackamus had leads in Mutoid Man after his Game 1 victory, and all 4 times he got trolled severely. Wow. A 10-second difference for the final race of the 2019 tournament. I must say, Brysolf, I didn't expect this.
No, it was definitely not an expected outcome. 40 could win, for sure. No doubt about that. But 4 in a row after losing the opener, to go Jack to lose out again, getting his second place. 4 in a row for 40, takes the title. And we now arrive at the 4th tournament. The 4th tournament almost didn't happen. I got to tell you, your pal Brysolf, some of you have heard this before, I am sure, but your pal Brysolf, with the pandemic going on and, new position at work, trying to deal with that, trying to deal with keeping bread on the shelves, basically, in that first couple months in 2020, March and April. There was like no interest really on my part to run a tournament. And it probably wouldn't have happened if LOZ Cards Fan 23, the man who's on co-commentary for those first 3 videos, had not spoken up and said, come on, you got to do the tournament. This is when I got my commentary started. It's a great tournament. Game's awesome. We need to have it. We need this type of thing. And I basically grudgingly agreed to do it. I'm a grumpy man. I make up my mind. I don't want to deal with it. decided to do it. And keep in mind, we're just coming from the sixth, we went 8 people in the first tournament, 16 in the second tournament. We scrounged and fought and spit and clawed to get to 16 for the third tournament. I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to have a tournament where like 6 people signed up, And I said, if we do this, the people who are, in the game and invested, they want this tournament. Your job is to get me some players to make this worthwhile. And let me tell you, the 4th tournament is really where things changed. However, I do have to say, before we go forward with this, first of all, they did it. They rallied up some troops. They rallied up some people, okay? I've got the bracket on the side here for the 4th tournament, okay? No, that's the 2nd tournament. 1 second. There it is. So, for the 4th tournament, we had 23 competitors, I believe. I believe it was 23. We went from 16 to 23, okay? We got a new home to host our event, GG Speedruns. Mr. Dino reached out to me and just kind of said, hey, I run GG Speedruns, and would you be interested if we did a restream of this tournament? Game's great, love the game, played it for years, the whole thing like that. And I thought, you know what? That's part of the reason I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go through all the trouble of trying to run every restream and wrangle people and try to get gamers put together for it. And I thought, what the hell? We'll give it a shot. And if it fails, crashes and burns, that's it. We're done. We're done with this tournament. Mr. Dino not only put on the tournament and made it actually look presentable, as you can see here, but on top of that, we had 23 competitors, and it was like a revolution. All of a sudden, we went from no one's ever going to compete with me to there's a lot of people who are like pretty goddamn good at this. But unfortunately, none of the matches were ever highlighted. So the whole 4th tournament in long form is lost to the ages of the internet. We have none of that. All we have are clips for top 10 moments. So we're going to review the top 10 moments from the 4th annual tournament here, boys. Let's check her out. Let's enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey guys, Bryce Off here, and welcome to this year's Top 10 Moments as suggested by you, the community.
Number 10.
Let's open up with the opening race of the tournament. Check out this ending between Implosion Retro Gaming and Telio 1.
Implosion to catch up.
And both have had to use a credit, so the same amount of time lost to that. And right now...
Oh my god!
Wow, okay, we're gonna have...
This is a photo finish!
This might be reviewed! This is insane!
I think Telio has it.
I think so as well. That is... Oh my goodness.
That's a roughly half... Not even a half second.
It was like a third of a second when it was looked at and retimed.
Speaking of close finishes, check out this Jacobus Wedge versus Drumbordist ending. See, Drum's missing too many shots here, but
Drum
it is
does
going
it
to be
first.
I think it's going to be Drumbordist. We're going to have to check the time on this. Oh boy. Oh wow.
Look at that. Less than a second differential.
Wow, it's going to be maybe half a second. Not our closest finish.
Number 8.
40-watt range sets off the first orb damage use in the tournament, getting a quick form change on Mutoid Man.
And he misses the door! He's missing the door!
Oh, that's a thing that can happen. Oh my goodness! 40-watt just hit orb damage. He slammed the orb into Mutoid right at the top of his body. I am confident based on what I'm seeing.
Keep in mind, the Ball Buster at this point was still thought of as random, almost up to the start of this tournament. And just before this tournament started, on a stream, I discovered how it worked. Well, how I thought it worked, and then confirmed that's how it works. So people started developing ways to actually land that intentionally. So fun little wrinkle for this tournament. It was the first tournament with the Ball Buster where we knew how to actually pull off the orb damage. kind of fun.
Number 7.
Prince Leaf rides the Rockets to success, proving that Tank Trouble is more aptly called What Trouble. It's a 3:33 into Tank Trouble. It's going to be about a 20-second lead coming into Tank Trouble. First drop is a spreader, a good weapon, not a great one, but a good one. Leaf now gets Rockets. That's what he wanted to see.
That's a
without
great
that orb in
weapon.
hand. Yes, sirree. And another set of Rockets. What I'm seeing today tells me you don't need an orb for this room. You'll just always get Rockets. And more Rockets! Meanwhile, Invulnerability is first drop for Telio. Goes for it, gets clipped. More Rockets for Prince Leaf. That's 4. There's a 5th Rocket drop for Prince Leaf. He's already killed all the shrapnels. He will have no tanks for the room. A 6th Rocket drop. What in the world?
6 consecutive rocket drops in Tank Trouble, and what trouble?
Insane.
Number 6.
Watch as Mechanical Koopa joins Starwind in a very exclusive club, the Swirl Walkers. At least he didn't want that grenade. Or
Just
does
maybe.
he? Using it
I'll get a
there.
little tanked up
He
before I
almost
take
gets
on
clubbed.
Tank.
Now
Oh,
he does.
did get clubbed. But cleared the room, not quite to the end, though.
Akarasi unfortunately gets killed going for the spreader. Did Mechanical Koopa just walk through a swirl? Did he just
Yes.
Starwind that swirl? Starwind, you are no longer unique.
Wow.
We have our second walk through the swirl in tournament history.
Uh-oh.
Number 5.
And Stream Dead. Stream Dead. Stop hemorrhaging frames. Stop hemorrhaging. Okay, good. Yeah, no, the Starwind walk through a swirl is still the craziest thing I've ever seen. He somehow walks through a swirl, firing grenades. He doesn't die, and I don't think he takes any pieces off the swirl. It makes no sense. But it happened, goddammit.
It's not about how you start, but how you finish, as Prince Leaf snipes a victory from Sidorito in the dying moments of a match.
It will be final form for Prince Leaf as well. A refill on ammo for Sidorino. It's a lobber. The lobber, it might not be enough, but there's another one there if Sidorino can get to it.
I
Sidorino
don't think
just
he
trying
can.
to make his shots count with the lobber that he has. It's not enough. Prince
There's
Leaf
Rockets.
has a chance here, pounding in those lobbers. Oh
But
my!
Prince
No!
Leaf's gonna do
From the
it.
jaws of defeat, Prince Leaf is going to take this match 4 games to 1.
7:03 for Prince Leaf, 7:06 for Sid.
Wow!
Number 4.
CHX-42 with an insanely good grab of an orb, followed by even more insanely good movement.
PHX and loses
And
the
there
orb
goes
now.
his orb. He was struggling around trying to make it work, and it just couldn't get rid of that turret in time. He was trying to get little shots in here and there, but it wasn't enough. Dances around a tank. He's got an orb chance here. What a grab! What a grab! It's a 416 for 40 though. But CHX with a great orb grab. Phenomenal positioning on that one.
Absolutely, but he is still getting overwhelmed by these swarmers and doing a good job.
I don't know.
Number
if
3.
Telio 1. Late game heroics are second nature.
Yeah, Telio's growth over this tournament was phenomenal.
And
The dead drop on Dino.
Ooh, not great. He does get the grenades though, so that'll help. Telio missing lobber shots, gets a refill to get some more practice, and it's still a Dino lead.
Yeah, maybe about 5 seconds. Those forms popped quite quickly after one another.
A key on Telio, he does pick it up so he can force another drop here. Maybe he'll get a weapon. No, it's a foot, but he'll still have some weapon charge left. What's the next drop? And he has taken the lead. Good grab around the shrapnel. Meanwhile, Dino trying to manual.
take
Here's
it.
the spreader for Telio.
Here you go. Here you go.
Will this be it? Will Telio eliminate a restreamer? Unbelievable stuff here. Both of them double-digit seeds. Who's moving into the money round? Telio has taken it. He's taken it. By PBs, it's an upset. But man, oh man, what a match, 40 Watt. What a match. Here's a spreader chance. He couldn't decide what to do. Leaf dies, and he does get a spreader in a bad spot. Will this be enough to take the lead? He's on to the final form. No, he's not. This is to his advantage. Can he get to it? Yes. Final form lead.
Telio.
Leaf is probably taking the lead on transition. He gets killed by a shrapnel.
Leaf killed by a shrapnel. I've never seen the like.
Will this be enough for Telio to take it?
For Telio.
Telio
He
gets
takes
it.
it out. Telio gets it.
Are you serious?
The shrapnel snipe gets Telio the W. Unbelievable, boys. Unbelievable.
A 634 to a 640. 6-second difference, and it was even closer than that all through. Number 2.
40-watt range takes down CHX 42 with the first sub-6 of the tournament, and he gets a full green chest on form changes with a double arm blow-off.
Yeah, this was insane.
Again for 40 watt.
Ah, crap.
He's gonna get
Why
it.
is my internet throwing a fucking rod again? Wife's got to stop sucking up all the bandwidth, whatever the hell she's up to up there. Oh my god, it's hemorrhaging. It's hemorrhaging. Why is it doing this? We're almost done. Could you not for a second, internet?
I don't know how much he'll get to use it, but he should. Yes, it's basically a tie. They both have spreaders. An invulnerability,
You got a vulnerability on the feet.
And a vulnerability for CHX.
And more spreaders.
Oh my god, a
look at
double
this
arm
mess.
blowout. Look at this. Oh my god,
We could have
40
a
watt
TV.
is on insane pace here.
And
Oh
it did
my
it again.
God.
Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta see what the hell she's doing, because it's really eating my fucking internet, like, badly. Unless I have something running in the background here I'm not aware of. No. Don't think
Right,
so.
right now. It's Rocket Hill. What? It's so rare to see that double arm explosion. It's a full green chest. That's even rarer. Oh my
Final
goodness.
form now for 40 watt. CHX about to pop the chest. Final form now for CHX. Advantage though, 40 watt range. He's got a spreader in hand. No PB
It's a
for him.
sub-6. It's a sub-6 in a tournament race. And CHX is going to be so sick, he's going to get probably around a 610 here. And it's just not going to be enough. Oh my goodness. A
Yeah,
5.
that
59.
amazing.
These two
Wow.
in this
Somebody
tournament.
Not
clip that.
been.
Somebody clip that. That is a top 10 moment if I saw one.
I just want to point out that I believe that they had 2 matches. I believe 40 got 4 sub-6s against him in this tournament. Like, 40 just seemed to be able to go, you know, a level beyond whatever he took on CHX in this tournament, was able to down him. CHX was a rookie in this tournament. Took 3rd place. All right? Like, we're talking about a meteoric rise in Deller. CHX is like doing the same things Deller was doing in his first tournament. Just kind of wild to think about. Another prodigy, if you will.
Brysoff, there have not been that many sub-6s in tournament play. How many is that? That's got to be like 4 or 5.
3. I believe that's the 3rd one ever. Before we get to number 1, how about a few lowlights?
Number 3.
Prince Leaf invents the hashtag Leaf edit. Well, this is great pace for Telio 1, but as you can see, Leaf has kept the pace up. Oh no! He runs into the mine!
Oh,
Going out the
no.
door, loses the orb, and that's about a 7-second penalty. Oh, Leaf has just got to be sick right now, boys and girls. Oh no! I'm so sick, I felt like I ate some Taco Bell.
Number 2.
Mutoid gives 40-watt range a going-away gift. Good thing that didn't cost him a race. Could you imagine?
Man, there, Brysoff. Good fight there for 40 watt, but it is going to be Mr. Dino turning that 11-second deficit into about a 25-second victory.
Mutoid man with the troll kill. Cost 40-watt about an extra second, but it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness.
Man, Mr.
Wow.
Dino getting the spreader, and then the manual spreader on that second one where he dealt some good damage, was able to get a lead on 40 watt and didn't look back. The last 4 of Mutoid.
Number 1.
Oh, that cost him a race. I guess we don't have to imagine.
Brysov. It's going to be a 40-watt win.
40's got to get rid of the shrapnels. The room doesn't end till the shrapnels are gone. He doesn't see them. Oh my God, 40, move!
The Dark Lord Gonzo! What the heck? The shrapnels are still on Dark Lord Gonzo! It's going to be who? It's going to be Dark Lord Gonzo!
Oh my God! 40 is going to kick himself. He loses. Oh my God, he's going to be so mad. It's 3-0 Dark Lord Gonzo.
Number 1.
Sigma Fan throws down the all-time tank trouble performance in tournament history. Check out these moves. Orb for Sigma, a foot to start and a grenade. Neither one getting a good drop here, honestly. Sigma really dicily playing the middle. Ham can use his
Wow! How did Sigma Fan avoid all that?
Some good movements from Sigma Fan. She's feeling it right now. She's going for it. And the drops have been bad for both. And good stuff from Sigma Fan. Really good movement. Just getting it done. If Prince Leaf says it's good movement, you know you've done your job, Sigma Fan. Well done. The drops continue to just not help Ham out here. And without that
contortionist levels of movement.
Oh my goodness, another bullet duck. Wow.
And the orb's still intact.
Sigma Fan here, MVPing this thing. This
Don't
is
know
an
how that doesn't hit
incredible
Sigma.
tank trouble. She's gonna hold it down. This is a top 10 moment if ever I saw one. Incredible, death-defying movement. Takes the lead into, wow.
So there you go. That is the 4th tournament. That's on Mr. Dino's channel on YouTube if you ever want to check that out. Yeah, so we don't have the 4th tournament on hand, unfortunately. Lessons learned, though, from that when it was pointed out to Mr. Dino. We were ready for the 5th tournament the next year. The excitement and hype was palpable around the 5th one. The 4th tournament reinvigorated and just was a shot of adrenaline into the community and really created the community we have today. Going into the 5th tournament, we had hundreds of dollars on the line, a bunch of controllers, a console, a whole bunch of things ready to go. And this year it's shaping up just to be just as good. Right now, the prize pool just for money alone is probably at about $225. Keeping in mind, I probably get 2 Twitch payouts between now and March 15th. So, you know, that'll be going in. And as a reminder, guys, anything given between now and March 15th on this channel, and whatever the payout would be from Twitch, I'm putting in the prize pool. That does not include the $150 bounty for taking out the champion. That doesn't include, you know, some secret prizes. That doesn't include any sort of prizes like Perlers or artwork or other controllers and things. There's going to be a full list of prizes to come for bracket reveal night, and I'll have everything set and who gets what. But just so you know, the prize pool this year is going to be just as meaty as it was last year, and the competition is going to be so much tighter. It's going to be amazing. Before we can get there to the 6th, guys, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We got to go to the 5th. Last year's tournament, we are almost to the real modern day, if you will. So let's click over to the 5th. We're going to the finals. It's game number 2, Brysov and CHX. And let's check this race out.
I think CHX myself is going to come back on this one. I think, like I was saying, whatever's happening, it happened. It's going to stop. I think he's going to be focused in now and ready to go.
I agree with you, 40-watt, because you know what I think is going to happen? And Burgundy alluded to
And of course, my internet immediately takes a fucking dump.
this earlier on Friday when Prince Leaf got that 523. I think Brysov's going to have a letdown here. He's not going to have a terrible time, but I think he's not going to sub 6. That's
I'm
my
gonna
guess.
go, I'm gonna fucking lose it. What is she doing up there?
CHX wins.
It's killing me. Stop it.
All right. Both are in sync this time around. Game number 2 is underway. They both have their Razor Shield this time around.
All right, and it's like watching mirrors play. They basically are doing the exact same thing. You know, there's only a handful of ways to play it. None of them are right. None of them are wrong.
Well, Brysolf has mentioned time and time again that he believes that CHX is going to be the future of Smash TV. And looking at this, it is going to be Brysolf with the hole shot by around a second. His time is a 39.5. That's 40.5 for CHX. So, yep, about a second going into collect power-ups. But it is a better start for CHX than it was in game number 1. Opening drop going to be crucial here. A foot for Brysolf, a nuke for CHX. So, but there's the orb for Brysolf. Again, an early orb.
Yeah, once again, that orb RNG favoring Brysolf. You know, it's a nice thing to have it early in the game. It solidifies just easy stability.
Yeah, no question about it there. 40 watt as, yeah, shredding the rest of that room. It's a 78-second entry into Eat My Shrapnel. Another hot time for Brysolf. CHX does get an orb a little bit later than he did, or a little bit earlier than he did in game number 1, but he still finds himself about 9 seconds back.
Yeah, the way he grabbed that orb was beautiful. If anyone saw, he just smashed into it with his invulnerability, and with how everything worked out, he was able to grab it and still get out.
Having the invulnerability does not protect your orb. When you have the invulnerability, you can still smash that orb into an enemy and end up losing it that way. It does protect you from bullets, but not from the swarmers.
Yeah, I believe the bullets will fly through it. The only thing it actually will stop in its tracks is a piece of shrapnel.
Correct. You won't lose your orb if it does hit a shrapnel. And CHX's last enemy is going to pick up the spreader and will have some to take with him going into total carnage. So Brysolf picking up a Razor Shield in the corner, still not the best of spots, and already is going to use it as an offensive weapon as he's using it to shred through the foot soldiers. A nuke for CHX, going to ignore it for now. Brysolf likewise with his nuke. So foot for both, so you're talking equal opportunity weapons for both of these players right now.
Yep. Pretty much not giving them really anything now. Both getting dead drops, both getting Razor Shields.
Wow. they're like drop for drop here. I expect to see a spreader. No spreader for Brysolf. Instead, it's going to be nuke. And he's going to close the room with that nuke and put a 254 into the secret room. So a well-timed nuke for CHX, or Brysolf. CHX with grenades to finish the room. Still 9 seconds back with 3:03. As it's time for, take it away, Bergs.
Oh, Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell.
Right now, this is really anybody's game. About a 9-second lead for
Oh,
Brysolf.
God.
No weapon for either player, so the open and drop going to be big. A nuke, good opener there for Brysolf. Can take away one of the gunners. Second one's still attached for the moment. CHX needs to see a good weapon here. Spreader's not bad, but it's not in a great spot.
Getting the nuke right there is the one time in the game you actually appreciate the slight momentary pause of spawns that it can give you.
Absolutely, because when you're playing the whole normal percent, Tank Trouble's really the first test of your abilities because, yeah, the foot soldiers, they come at a rapid pace. And there's a Razor Shield for Brysolf. That's a great weapon to close the room with. And indeed, the room is over. Another chance at a tournament record. 4:04 into the Mutoid Man fight. He's looking for 86 seconds. But CHX keeping pace. 4:13, still 9 seconds back. So they've been pretty much even since collect power-ups.
Yeah, I mean, they both know exactly what to do. Brysolf's now getting this spreader. Perfect everything.
Yeah, that's a beautiful location for that spreader. He's going to get a couple of forms in with that. Now going to switch it up with the Lobber as the invulnerability runs out. Some good anticipation there. Are we going to get a Glitch Toid, man? No, not quite a Glitch Toid there for Brysolf, but he definitely has the lead in this match. But now a key comes up. That's going to stop him in his tracks for the time being. But CHX on a spreader!
Oh my God.
You've got to be kidding here. RNG favoring the favorites. He could break the tournament record right here. Final form. If he got enough transfer damage, this is going to shatter the record. Why he got it?
my
I
God.
don't believe this. I don't believe this. Brysolf with a 5-1X. Unbelievable. The time for Brysolf is going to be a 5-18. No way!
That is just 6
6.5
seconds shy of world record.
World record.
Wow. The third time, I believe, Brysolf has ever gotten a 5-1X in a run, because he has the world record with a 5-12. The old world record was 5-16. He just put up a 5-18, and CHX is going to lose with a sub-6, except that he's got the, by the way.
Yeah, that is still one of the craziest fucking things. I had an empty drop and I was missing lobber shots. I take a death, I get a spreader right at the door, and while I'm shooting him directly, like right into him, an invulnerability lands on my feet, so I'm able to ride it all the way through the final transition to the final form, and I'm able to get maximum damage off of it. We get a 5-18. That's just, it's bananas. It's absolutely insane that that happened. So that is from the finals of the 5th tournament. There was so many great races, so many close finishes in that 5th tournament. I never did make a top 10 moments for this. You guys have seen, of course, the one shining moment. Fi helpfully added in Barkley singing, but that's neither here nor there. So, second, let me move this out of the way. Yeah, part of my prize for winning that, by the way, a CHX made controller with this great paint job. Look at this thing, just beautiful, just beautiful. And check out that paint job on that SNES that I won last year. Just beautiful, right? Just goddamn gorgeous. Just a great job by CHX on that. And of course, the other thing I got too for tournament record from 40 Watt was this controller that I've been using for Smash TV. I'm gonna save the CHX one for other stuff, but yeah. So that was just a quick, and I mean a quick look at the tournaments. I don't know. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the teaser reveal? Are you ready to officially kick off the 6th tournament? Do you guys want to see it? Should I just go right to it here? No more fucking around. No more delays. None of that stuff. Let's just kick it into high gear and do the thing. Sound them off there in chat. Give me some nice emotes. Tell me what you think. Get excited. It's time, boys. It is time to officially kick off tournament season. This was a good lead-in. How about we just stop fucking around? We get there, and when we're done, we're going to raid Telio 1, and we are going to let Telio 1 know Smash TV tournament season is here. Get excited, boys. Let's go. Mom is at 12 o'clock high, and it's time to do the thing. Let's fucking go. guys like that? It's pretty damn good, right? It's pretty damn good. You gotta love it. You gotta love every second of it. Hell the fuck yeah, boys. I gotta get going. We're gonna raid Telio 1, hang around, and it's not on here, Mulder Man, sorry, and drop some Smash TV related paraphernalia. That'll be going live on YouTube. I'll be throwing a link up on the Discord. All the information will be coming. Tournament season's open, boys. Let's fucking go.